Yes, ma'am, we could say it.
Let's go for the first slide. Okay, the full screen is there, no? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Now we could see it. Good evening, all. Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So we'll start today's webinar, and Angel, you can take over the session.
Yeah, ma'am. I extremely honored to welcome you all to this webinar session on the topic is Prospective of IPR, Policies and Innovation, conducted by Women Empowerment Cell, Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College. Let's begin the program with Tamil Thai Varthu by T.S. Selvalakshmi.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை செல்லொழுகும் நீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிது தெக்கனமும் மது சிறந்த திராவிடன திருநாடும் தக்கதொரு பேனுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திரக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மனத்த இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you, Selvalakshmi. Now I would like to call upon S. Jayalakshmi to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening to one and all gathered here. It is a beautiful evening, all soaked in the delighted frame of mind. This evening, I have pleasures to welcome you all to this webinar session. The topic is Prospective of IPR, Policies and Innovation, conducted by Women Empowerment Cell and IIC of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College. It's my honor and privilege to welcome our eminent chief guest, Dr. R. Devika, Professor and Head of Biotechnology, Arupadavidu Institute of Technology. It is a great pleasure to welcome the most prominent chairman, Dr. K. Vasudevan. We are more delighted to welcome our dignified personality, Vice Chairman, Engineer V. Prasanna Venkatesh. We are cheerful to welcome our motivating principal, Dr. M. Uma Bhaskar. I am also welcome our WEC and IIC coordinators and faculties, and our brilliant students and participants. I welcome you all to this webinar program. I am sure that you all will enrich with knowledge. After completing of this webinar, thank you.
Thank you, Jayalakshmi. Now I welcome Dr. K. Deepalakshmi, Vice President of IIC, to share few words about IIC.
Good evening to one and all present here. Ministry of Education, Government of India has established this MOE Innovation Cell to systematically foster the culture of innovation amongst all higher education institutions. The primary mandate of MIC is to encourage, inspire, nurture the young students by supporting them to work with new ideas and transform them into prototypes while they are informative years. MIC has a major focuses on to create a vibrant local innovation ecosystem, startup supporting mechanism, prepare institute for Atal ranking of institution and innovation achievements framework, and establish function ecosystem for scouting ideas and pre-incubation of ideas. There are so many functions of IIC, that is conducting various innovation and entrepreneurship related activities, identify and reward innovations and share their success stories, organize periodic workshop seminars and interactions with entrepreneurs and other professionals, and network with peers and national entrepreneurship development organization. In this way, today we are conducting this program. All the best, students. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I welcome Mrs. A. Neelam Bigai to deliver few words about Women Empowerment Cell.
Good evening, all. Women Empowerment Cell of Prince Sri Venkateshwara Arts and Science College was established in the year of 2015, and the major goal of Women Empowerment Cell is to empower women staff and students to realize and establish their real potential and to be successful in their personal, professional, and social life. In regards with this, Women Empowerment Cell has organized various competitions, awareness program, signature campaigns, and training sessions. Every year, Women Empowerment Cell celebrates International Women's Day in concern with women activities. Hereby, Women Empowerment Cell is mentoring to establish a sustainable development for women. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Angel introduce about chief guest. Good evening to all. I take this opportunity to welcome today's chief guest, Dr. R. Devika. She graduated in botany at Bharatidasan University. She completed her postgraduate in environmental science at Bharatidasan University. She completed her Masters of Philosophy in Environmental Science at Anna University, PG Diploma in Bioinformatics at BI Noida, Doctorate in Environmental Science at Tamil University, Tanjavur, MTech in Biotechnology at Satyabama University, second doctorate for Engineering in Bioengineering at Satyabama University. She has industrial experience as Senior Environmental Chemist at Vimta Environmental Consultancies Private Limited, Chennai. She awarded recognition and appreciation as Best Editor in the World, Asia and India Book of Records. She awarded Bharat Ratna Mother Teresa Gold Medal Award for excellence in respective field from Global Economic Progress and Research Association. The Best Citizens of India Award from International Publishing House, New Delhi. Bharat Jyoti Award and Certificate of Excellence for meritorious service, outstanding performance, and remarkable role from India International Friendship Society at New Delhi, and so on. She has published many articles in various national and international journals, and also published many books to enlighten the youngsters. Thank you. All of you, can you please turn on your video for take a snap?
Participants, please turn on your video for a few minutes.
Everyone, can you please turn on your videos?
The screenshot is over, Angel.
Yes, ma'am, I will check.
Okay, ma'am, we'll proceed then.
Okay.
We'll proceed, yeah.
Thank you so much. Everyone, please mute your videos. Now, I welcome our chief guest, Dr. R. Devika, to take up the session.
Thank you, Angel. And I take this opportunity to thank our management, Prince Sri Venkateshwara College, Arts and Science. And it's nearby home, my house. I'm residing at Santoshapuram. I'm happy that I am being as a chief guest today. And thank you for Dr. Neela and Ramya, who is my best friend of mine, she worked in our college and we worked together in bioinformatics. So thank you, Ramya, for giving this opportunity, introducing me to your college. I hope I am audible to you, everyone. Can I share my screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, sure. Yeah. It's visible, ma'am. It's
Yeah.
visible now.
Let me. Screen is not coming. The screen is not there now, ma'am.
Actually, it's not showing as presentation, ma'am. Just as
Yeah,
slides.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Can you right now?
Now it's okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much. Shall I go ahead?
Yes,
So,
ma'am. You can proceed.
Since it is a women empowerment cell is conducting this program, I thought I can share my experiences. After seeing my degree, you should all be encouraged, and you have to have a spirit that age is not your limit for your studies. Okay, so even now I have an urge to study more, and every day I'm learning certain things, new things from the children, from my son, from my family members, from my students, and from the faculty members. So just I'll go in with the topic. So today I am supposed to give an intellectual property rights. So it's policy and innovations. So before entering into the exact topic, I would like to state about the history of IPR. So what it is not new, like we are hearing right now. In maybe say 2-3 years, we are going with the innovation cell, as ma'am said, and we are going with the entrepreneurs. We are hearing these words. It's not a new thing in the world. It started in 1558. When I went in was going with the history of IPR, because going with this PPT, I was astonished to see in 1558 there was a grant. Who has given this is Queen Elizabeth. Well, they have gone with the monopoly. That is, their own family have to go with ruling the country, and they have monopoly privilege. This has started in 1558 itself. So then it went on with people working on their literacy, and in 1624 and 1710, this is a monopoly for a patent law. They have this person has gone with the law. He has patented, and then British. It is a copyright. I have just downloaded this. I got this from the net. So this is an copyright, like what we are going with the literary. And in 1760 to 1770, literary properties for publishing authors' work. This has also been recognized, and it has been patented. And then in 1883, Paris Convention for Protection of Industrial Property. So this is not a new one even in the industrial sector. In 1886, Berne Convention for Protection of Literary and Artistic Work. So nowadays, copyrights are being given for artistic and the books, publishing of books, everything is there. Then in 1961, 1972, 1978, and 1991, International Union for New Variety of Plants. Since we are biotechnologists and life sciences students over here, we have the right to place a new variety of plants if we are searching or we are inventing in the nature. If you are identifying a new species, you have the right to place it in the database. That is UPOV. Okay, Union of New Variety of Plants. And 1967, the establishment of World Intellectual Property Organization. Before, you would have heard about this, and this has been established, and then amendments of laws, policies, all these arose and they have been amended after years. In 1992, Conventions of Biodiversity. You all know what is biodiversity. India is a biodiversity country, and we have biodiversity in terms of flora, fauna, etc. So even this, if you identify a new species in your research, you can place it in the biodiversity. Nationally, we have a biodiversity center. And 1994 agreement on trade-related aspects of intellectual property rights. People who have trade, I mean import and export trade system, you have the right to do that in your intellectual property rights. And then in 1996, Internet Treaty. So nowadays we are working with computers. After COVID, we are used to the computers. Where even me, I have trained myself to use to computers. So all these internet related or information have been placed and they can be placed in the rights. So we used to talk about property in general. At home, we use people fight for property, for their land, everything. What is that property? Generally, it has been divided into two, that is tangible and intangible. So every right is coming under the intangible sector. What is tangible then? Movable or immovable, where we at home talk about these sectors. Am I clear? So car is in a movable one, and immovable is a building or any home or house or anything like that, or land in that way. So this is the one we used to hear every day. This is the other sector where we are in the intellectual property rights. That comes under intangible sector. And under this intangible, intellectual property rights falls in, and it is divided into industry related and copyrights. So what is industry related? It is patent, it is design, trademarks, etc., where we are going in this presentation. So what is intellectual property rights? It is the creation of mind. I can create, I can do some individual artistic work. I have the liberty to invent certain things, which I have the rights to place that I am the pioneer of this work and make a patent over it. And I have the ownership for that. So intellectual property rights is the property, is the creation of mind of an individual, which has a commercial and a moral value. So intellectual property rights exclusively right to an author for utilizing and benefiting his creation. So let me go later with this types. We are going actually with this types later on. So what is the importance of IPR? Why should you have IPR in this forum today as a webinar? What is the importance? Why you young people have to know about IPR? It is a recognized and accepted by overall throughout the world due to some very important reasons. What are these reasons? Everybody as a human being, we will be in terms of receiving and recognition when you do new things. Am I right? Everybody as a human being, nobody can deny that. I am not for any incentive or recognition. Even at home, when we do some new food material, we used to get some recognition saying that it is good, or else we'll fight for that. Am I right? Same thing, an incentive. So IPR is going to give incentive to the individuals for a new creation. And it ensures the material reward for intellectual property. And it available genuine and original. It gives recognition for genuine and original products. And it is an asset as an individual can exploit. I can exploit my ownership in a commercial gain. And then nobody can stop me from manufacturing or selling my product. So this is also a credit to me as a ownership. And I can sell and license the IPR for a commercial gain. So all these are coming under the importance of IPR. So the ownership of any individuals is being countable under IPR. So what are the rights under IPR? We have many rights at home to speak, to argue, to get things done, everything in day-to-day life. If I am going for patenting or I am going for an intellectual right, what are the sectors I can go in? What are the rights I can claim for? Patent, copyrights, industrial design, trademarks, plant variety, and geographical indications. So these are the major part in IPR. So what is patent? Patent is again a monopoly right. Who is going to grant you? It is the government, Indian government. For us, it is Indian government. Or if you seek any, foreign countries also, you can go with UK, you can US, grants, anything. We have the rights to go in. Not only you are being put into India alone. You can take up any patent and any country division by the government, and this is being given to you in a limited period for your invention. And then for what these patents has been given? You can put questions before you. So for the new product or any processes or any design. So what is the next step? It is an inventory step. And what is the novel? You should have some novelty in it. And what is its use or application in the field, in the industrial sector? So only if your product is novel and it has some value in it and it is usable in the industrial sector, you can have your patent for your material. So just a simple example to say, that is, you can see this is the first pioneer needle which has been patented. Later, the same person went with some innovative thing with having a hole where we are using the needle. It is a homemade used needle. Whereas later on, after that, it has gone to the industry in a different manner where the hole was at the bottom, where you can see in the sewing machine. Am I clear in this? Because when you go for a patent, it is not that alone as a novelty. It should have certain steps after that. There should be a process. In that case, that will be towards the industrial use. So all these sectors will be analyzed by a patent officer before giving your patent. So what are the documents you are supposed to file for a patent? It is the application form 1, and then after some time, you will be asked to fill up a form 2 after scrutinizing, saying that the specificity of your invention or drawings, and then something undertaking regarding the IPR in the form 3, and subsequently form 5 will give all the information provisionally for the officers. And then next concept is copyrights. You would have seen this, you would have seen in the books, or if you have the habit of publishing papers, research articles in the paper, publication, you can get this form, copyright. You're giving the rights to the publisher. If you're publishing, they have the rights to do all the publications. If you want to change, you are supposed to go in with their respective guidelines. So this is an exclusive right by law. Again, I have published many books, 4 books I have done. I have given my authority or the authorization for that publisher. by law, by signing a memorandum of understanding in the terms of bond papers. And I have to abide to the rules of the publisher. So if I go, because they are going for the printing, then they are publishing, and they have the rights to sell by copies. So, and then I will be given by a say amount of money from a percentage from the selling copies. So this is what the copyright gives. And copyright is a bundle of rights which includes the right of reproduction, adaptation, communication to the public, and translation of the work. So even I have taken from this photograph from the net, even this maybe have a problem for me because they may have copyright for this also. I should have a courtesy for that. What is it? You would have seen this symbol. This is the copyright symbol for books, for poetry, for publishing. Even a few years before, you would have heard many stories behind what is it, song which has been sung by singer, Tamil singer S.P. Balasubramanian, and people. They were having some issues that he has taken my lyrics in that way for certain movies. So this is occurring in the day-to-day life. Next term is trademarks. Trademarks, after seeing, everybody will be astonished to see all these trademarks. KFC, Maggi. So if you see this logo, Apple, immediately you will gain the product. What is the brand value of the product? This is a shoe, Nick, and then here Adidas, everything. They have certain logos. Sometimes you will be having certain other logos also, and there will be some franchising people. They will use the logo, but they have a different font size, but it will be not be visible to us as a public. We'll enter into that maybe to the hotels, or you may have purchased the material. But if you see that symbol closely with a lens or something, you will find some differences. So this is again a trademark. That is the right for the people, the manufacturers, the sellers. They have their own trademarks. It may be a word or a phrase or a symbol or a design, a combination of these things to identify the goods and services. It's a visual symbol. So it is a signature name, device, label, numericals, like that in combinations or different combinations. A to B, if you see A to B, many A to Bs are there. There sometimes that 2 and A may have a different shapes. So this is again to distinguish from other similar goods or services. Next is the geographical indication. This is a very, what to say, it is a very interesting topic actually. We are using in our day-to-day life. Tirupati Laddu. And then saris, Kanjipuram saris, then Kolhapuri chappals, Mysore bonda. So what are these? Do you think they have their own importance because they are being produced in their geographical place of indication, specific geographical area or the territory of a country. So they are representing, they are famous for Tirunelveli Alva. So the halwa which is made in Tirunelveli has got its importance. We used to buy from here, from our Chennai, but it will not taste like a Tirunelveli halwa. Because, and then one more thing is Iruttu Kadai halwa. We have heard about it in Tirunelveli. So I heard that that the shop will be open from 12 o'clock noon and it will end up by 3 p.m. like that. There will be a big queue for that. So I don't know what is the importance or what is making the difference of that halwa in the Tirunelveli, same place. So this is all with the specific geographical area or the territory of a country. So some examples for you to visualize: basmati rice, Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram silks, Kolhapuri chappals. We used to buy in the chappal shops, and Tirupati laddu, very famous. So this is all for your visual. So I have given certain examples or the titles under IPR. To give a example with one Coca-Cola bottle here, you just see this. This has many IPRs in it. What is it? First, trademark, the logo of Coca-Cola. So it is a trademark. Industrial design, the shape of the bottle. You cannot see this shape in any other bottle. Patent, for bottling the process. Bottling, I mean, how they are processing this Coca-Cola. Copyright, the text or database or artistic work appearing in the website. So this itself is giving you the nutshell, whatever I have presented before you in a few minutes before. A single product can be protected by more than one IPR, that is intellectual property rights. So next is the validity of IPR. What is this validity? I said you can go for patenting. You can have your trademark for your product. You can go for copyrights. You can have a geographical indication rights. How long you can go with? You can ask me a question. What is the act I am supposed to undergo in that? So when you go for patenting, the patent value or the protection maximum years is 20 years. And you have to renew every year under the Act, Patent Act 1970, which was amended in 2005. Next is trademark. This is for lifelong. That's why Coca-Cola, even from your younger age, you would have seen the same logo with the same bottle, everything. Now it has come in a tin. That is different. I am talking about the bottle. So after 10 years, Coca-Cola, they have to go for a renewal. And under which Trademarks Act 1999, which was amended in 2010. So copyright, it is for 60 years. It is not applicable. It is that books and all, it comes under here. So it is not applicable for renewal. And the Copyright Act is 1957, which is amended in 2020. And geographical indication is again a lifelong. So we remember Kanchipuram silks, we remember Darjeeling tea, everything, laddu, lifelong. After 10 years, you are supposed to go for renewal every 10 years after, actually. The geographical indication, Great Act 1999. So I think I have reached you with all the information regarding the IPR. And next, I am stepping into the IPR in India. What are the IPRs? I mean, the intellectual properties in India is as like earlier, patent, trademark, copyright, plant breeders' right, utility and model design. This is in the case of industries, geographical indications and trade secrets. So next, I am just going with a glimpse so that you can have an idea what are the IP laws of India. Where does these act falls upon? Well, which ministry it falls under? The Copyright Act 1957, it comes under Ministry of Higher Education. Patent Act 1970 in Industrial Policies and Promotions. Design Act 2000 with Industry Policies and Promotions. Trademark Act 1990, Industrial Policy and Promotions, and Geographical Indication of Goods Act 1999 in the Industrial Policy and Promotions. The Semiconductor Integrated Circuits Layout Design Act 2000. I gave you an information about the internet should be. These comes under information technology. This is a new venture because nowadays we are using internet and secure, integrated circuits. So how does this organization goes with under IPR? So Ministry of Commerce and Industry, under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, we have a Department of Industry Policies and Promotions, where there is a Controller General for Patent, Design and Trademarks. And we have 4 divisions under this: Patent, Trademarks, Geographical Indications, Patent Information System. The offices are located in Kolkata, Delhi. Patent office at Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai. And trademarks, you can submit your trademark information in Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai. And graphical indications only in Chennai. And patent information system, that is IT sector in Nagpur. So this is the organization structure in India. So if you have any patent regarding information system, you have to file it in the Nagpur office. If you have any new organisms, since you are a biotechnologist, if you identify any new organisms, you ask and you want to have some patent on it, you have to go to the Chennai office. So the Chennai address is Gindi, CST Road. It's and the email address is chennaipatent@nic.in. Hope I have reached you all with certain. So this is just a glimpse of our IPR. It is a vast subject, and I thank you all for this opportunity given. If any question, I can clarify you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Is there any
Participants, if you, yes, ma'am. Participants, if you have any questions, you can come up with it.
Hope I have reached everyone.
Yes, ma'am, of course. Sure.
The PPT is clear and simple for you to understand.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it was very simple and neat. We could easily
Thank you.
understand.
Thank
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Participants, if you have any questions, please do come up with your question, or else we can wind up the session. Okay, ma'am. Then I hope we are
Okay.
very clear. I hope.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the impact of IPR protection on a company?
Impact on company. IPR.
Yes, ma'am. Impact of
They actually, it is not with the company. If they have any product, they can go with.
okay, ma'am.
If they are going to have a manufacturing of new a new product or something from the company, that can be patented, that can be have a trademark, they can have a go for some, if they have designs or something in that, they can go for patenting. Not the company as such.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Any other question from participant side? Yes, Angel, we can wind up this session. Angel?
I'll stop.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable words to share with us. I'm grateful you took the time out of your busy schedule. You gave us a new sense of pride in our career. Thank you, ma'am. I would like to call upon Tinisha to deliver the vote of thanks.
A graceful and great evening to our chief guest and all our participants who are gathered here. I'm so delighted to propose a vote of thanks on this session. First and foremost, I thank our chief guest, Dr. R. Devika, who enlightened the session with her knowledge and experience. We are grateful to thank our eminent chairman, Dr. Vasudevan, for his words of encouragement. His able guidance has always motivated us. Our thanks are Dynamic Vice Chairman, Engineer V. Prasanna Venkatesh, for stewardship, support, vision, and commitment. Also, my sincere thanks to our estimable principal, Dr. Uma Bhaskar, who has unstinted support for us. My sincere thanks to our Women Empowerment Cell Coordinator for arranging such a motivational and informative session. I thank all our staff members and participants. Finally, I thank our students for making this session a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tanisha. Finally, I like to call upon Kirtika Devi to end up the session with National Anthem.
गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जाहे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाहे तव जय गाता जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, there's a question in the chat, actually validity period for patent, which is 20 years, ma'am. Kirpa, I think Kirpa. Yes, Kirpa? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll end up this session. Thank you so much.